Soft, emotional music fades in. Imagine a man, broken by his past, chasing a truth that could change everything. What would you do if you discovered the children you never knew were yours? Welcome to Dark Voices, where we unravel stories that grip your heart and soul. Yes, I'm on my way. Marcus was on the phone with his secretary while driving along the highway. Make sure everything's ready when I arrive, so we can go straight into our meeting agenda. Yes, sir, his secretary replied promptly. Marcus ended the call and kept his eyes on the road. He didn't expect his car to suddenly sputter and come to a stop. What the hell? Marcus muttered in confusion. Hey, move it. The cars are moving, and you're still stuck, shouted a frustrated woman as traffic started backing up along the interstate. Marcus stepped out to check under the hood of his car, which had stalled right in the middle of the road. Honks blared from every direction. In the middle of the highway? Are you serious? Several angry drivers shouted. Sorry, it looks like the engine just died, Marcus apologized, already trying to push the vehicle to the side. You're going to get us into an accident. This is dangerous, someone yelled. Nice car, but what good is it if the engine's garbage, another driver added sarcastically. Thankfully, a few Jeep drivers came over to help him push the car off the road. Don't take it personally, son, said one of the older drivers. People are just hot-headed right now. Look at all this traffic. Everyone's in a rush. It's all right. I'm used to this, Marcus said gratefully. Thank you all for helping me out. He took out his thick wallet and handed each of the men a $100 bill. What? Are you serious? One of them asked, eyes welling with tears. This is a blessing. It'll help cover our boundary fees today. Marcus smiled kindly. It's nothing. Thank you, sir. This means a lot, said another driver. But what happens when Marcus boards a bus and hears a song that stops him cold? A song only one person ever sang to him. Stay with Dark Voices as we dive deeper into this emotional journey. After thanking each of them personally, Marcus called his secretary again. My car broke down. You'll have to handle the board members on your own for now. I'll try to catch up later. Please also call someone to pick up my car. I'll send you my location. Thank you. Noted, sir. But how will you get to the office now? What vehicle will you take? His secretary asked with concern. I'll take the bus, Marcus said coolly. His secretary didn't expect that kind of answer from her boss, but before she could say more, Marcus ended the call. Marcus quickly flagged down a public bus and climbed in. People stared at him. His crisp designer suit didn't exactly scream public commuter. Aren't you hot in that outfit? An elderly woman asked curiously. Marcus simply smiled. Not at all, thank you. It wasn't his first time riding a bus, but something about this trip felt different. Moments later, two children boarded. As they moved through the aisle, they handed out envelopes and started singing, Try, strive, strengthen your heart. You alone shape your future. Don't think your life is meaningless because to him, you matter. As the kids sang, many passengers were moved to tears. Applause followed when the song ended. That song, I know that song, Marcus whispered, a strange feeling stirring in him. After their performance, the kids said, We're not thieves, big brother, big sister. Just a little help for food. Marcus squinted at them. Their faces, they looked oddly familiar. They looked like him. Just as he was about to call out to the kids, they jumped off at the next stop and disappeared into the crowd, leaving Marcus bewildered. How do they know that song? He kept asking himself. Even during his meeting, the question lingered in his mind. I know that song, he murmured. Only one person ever sang that to me. Sir, any comments or reactions? His secretary Mon asked, pulling Marcus out of his thoughts. None. Let's continue. The meeting ended, but Marcus's mind was elsewhere. Later, seated at his desk, he stared blankly at the window. Sir, are you all right? You seem distracted. Is it because of the trouble earlier with the car? Mon asked. No, Marcus said, getting up and walking to the window. That's not what's bothering me. He gazed into the distance, hands in his pockets. Do you remember what happened 8 years ago? What exactly, sir? If I recall, that was the year you became CEO, right? Marcus shook his head. No, I'm talking about the time I disappeared. Mon thought for a moment. Oh yes, your grandfather had us look for you. We found you in Illinois. You refused to take the company role and left. But when your grandfather died, you had no choice but to step in as CEO. That's what I remember. You're right. Marcus sighed. I tried to forget everything back then, but it seems fate is reminding me. What do you mean, sir? I need you to investigate something for me, Marcus said, turning serious. And make sure no one else knows about it but us. Yes, sir. Good. Come with me. We're going to downtown Chicago. Mon looked confused. Downtown? What are we doing there? What does that have to do with your investigation? You'll understand when we find them, Marcus replied. They drove off. Marcus sat in the front passenger seat, eyes scanning the sidewalks as they passed through busy streets. He began to explain. Earlier when I rode the bus, I saw 2 kids. The bus only ran routes in this area, so I'm sure they're around here somewhere. What about the kids, sir? Mon asked. They looked just like me. And the song they were singing. Only one person besides me knows that song. Just the 2 of us. So, how could they know it? Marcus took a deep breath. I have a strong feeling these kids are connected to me, and to what happened in Illinois 8 years ago. Mon looked around even though he didn't know exactly who they were looking for. There they are. Marcus suddenly shouted. Mon was startled when Marcus jumped out of the car. Sir, wait. Mon called, rushing after his boss. Are those the kids we're looking for? Mon asked. Marcus pointed to 2 young boys who had just gotten off a nearby bus. Yes, that's them. Let's go. He felt a mix of emotions as they crossed the street, horns blaring around them. Sorry, excuse us, Mon apologized to irritated drivers as they chased after the boys into a narrow alley. How much have we saved so far? One of the boys asked. Marcus stopped and watched from a distance. Just $2, the other replied. That's not enough. It's Mother's Day soon. We need to save up for flowers and a new dress for Mom. You think she'll like it? She might ask where we got the money. She doesn't know we're singing on the bus. She'll scold us if she finds out. We'll figure out what to say later. For now, let's just keep saving. We need at least $500. Suddenly, one of the boys clutched his stomach. I'm hungry. We've got food later. Just hang in there so we can save more for Mom's gift. He grabbed his brother's arm and was about to pull him away when 2 men blocked their path. Juliana, is that your mom's name? Marcus asked. How do you know our mom's name? Who are you? The older boy asked, confused. Yes, that's her name. How did you know we're her kids? Do you know her? Yes, I know Juliana very well, Marcus replied. The boys looked at each other in surprise. You're her friend? The younger one asked, eyes wide. Not just a friend. Come with me. If you're hungry, I'll buy you something to eat. Don't worry, it's my treat. You can eat whatever you want. He took them to a nearby restaurant. At first, the boys were hesitant. Their mother had warned them not to go with strangers, but they were eventually convinced by Marcus's gentle manner. How old are you? Marcus asked. 7, the younger one replied. We're twins, but Uno came out first, so I call him Big Bro. Where are your parents? We don't have a dad, Dos replied. Mon looked over at Marcus. What about your mom? She works. Where does she work? At a bar, Uno answered. Marcus shifted uncomfortably in his seat upon hearing that. Which bar? We don't know. She doesn't let us go there. One time we tried to follow her, and she got mad. Why are you asking about where she works? Uno asked warily. Why do you care about our mom so much? Are you someone dangerous? Yeah, Doss added. What are you to our mom anyway? Marcus chuckled slightly at their protectiveness, though Mon could see he was deeply affected. In Illinois, that's where we're from, Uno said. We were born there. That means they really do know Mom, Doss added. But how do we know she knows them? Uno replied. What if they're lying? What if they just want to take us away like the stories we hear about kids being kidnapped for their organs? Uno glared at Marcus. Hurry up, Doss. Let's get out of here. Wait, Marcus said, stopping them. Where are you going? We're leaving. Thank you for the food, but if you're only doing this because you want something from Mom, we can't help you. Marcus was stunned by Uno's words. He saw so much of himself in the boy. Then tell her my name, Marcus said calmly. I'm Marcus Silverman. Tell her to meet me tomorrow where you plan to buy her Mother's Day gift. Uno frowned. No need. We'll save up on our own. But thanks anyway. The boys walked away. Marcus leaned back in his seat. There's no doubt, sir, Mon said. They really do look like you, and they act like you, too. I told you those were the kids I saw earlier. If they're Juliana's children, then it's likely I'm their father. What exactly is your relationship with Juliana? Mon asked. I need to know if my suspicion is true, Marcus replied. Earlier, you asked me what I remembered from 8 years ago. Well, let me tell you. Marcus paused. I met Juliana in Illinois when I ran away from home. She wasn't just someone I met. I got to know who she really was. I fell hard for her. It was during a stormy night. I remember it well. Her family took me in. She took care of me. And that night, we shared our own kind of storm. Mon nodded, listening intently. Luckily, I trust you enough to tell you this, Marcus continued. The next day, my grandfather found me. I didn't get to say goodbye to Juliana or her family. When I returned a year later, they were gone. I didn't know she had kids, possibly mine. So, you want to find out through a DNA test? Mon asked. Yes. Get the glass and utensils they used and include these items I touched. I'll handle the payment and visit the bar myself. Understood, sir. I'll call you once I have the results. Marcus sighed and stared into space after Mon left. If I have to go through every bar in downtown Chicago to find you, Juliana, I will. He started researching. There were many bars in the area, but only 3 were near the Jeep route the kids used. He was sure Juliana worked in one of them. She wouldn't leave her kids too far away. I need to find her. If those kids are mine, I can't let them fend for themselves in this city. I can provide for them. Marcus stood and began his plan, visiting each nearby bar. This is the last one, he said to himself. It was almost 9 p.m. when he arrived. The previous bars had been dead ends. As he stepped inside, music filled the air. That voice, Marcus whispered, staring at the stage. Juliana, it's really you. She was singing, and the crowd cheered. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. That last song was my final performance for the evening. Please enjoy the rest of your night, she said with a smile. The music resumed, and people began dancing, but Marcus saw only her. Juliana, wait, he called out, weaving through the crowd. He grabbed her arm. Marcus, Juliana looked stunned. What are you doing here? We need to talk, Marcus said. There's something important we need to discuss. There's nothing to talk about. I have work to do. Let go of me. Juliana, please. She shook him off and walked away. Marcus could only watch as she disappeared into the crowd. If I have to wait for you just to have a proper conversation, I will, he whispered. Juliana continued serving customers. Here's your order, sir, she said politely to a group of men. Oh, you're not just a singer. You're a waitress, too? One older man asked. Yes, sir. I'm a singing waitress here. I perform during breaks and then go back to serving customers. Then how about serving me all night? Slurred one of the tipsy men. What do you mean by that? Juliana snapped. You know what I mean, he replied. Just one night. I'll pay you whatever you want. Another drunken man butted in. If you're going with him, you might as well go with me. I'll triple his offer. Yeah, come with me instead. You won't need to work here anymore. I'll take care of you, said another. Juliana forced a sarcastic smile. Oh, I'd get scolded by my boss if I left with any of you. Better just order more drinks, and I'll be glad to serve them here. The men laughed. Now that's what we like to hear. One more round of beer and give us a plate of wings, too. As Juliana turned to go to the kitchen, one of the men groped her. She forced herself to remain calm. Okay, you want to play? I'll spit in your food, she muttered to herself angrily. Juliana returned to the table to serve the orders, but was surprised by what she saw. Wait, what happened to you guys? She asked the group of men. Your boyfriend beat us up, miss, one of them cried. You didn't say you had a boyfriend. Why are you even working here if he's rich? Juliana looked confused. Boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend. He said you have kids together, another man shouted. Juliana turned toward Marcus, who was glaring at the men from a nearby table. She sighed and approached him. What's your problem? Are you trying to ruin my livelihood? Now, who's going to pay for their order? They left. That'll come out of my salary. I'll pay how much? Marcus pulled out his wallet. Do you take card or cash? Juliana shook her head in frustration. She had forgotten just how rich the man in front of her was. And you actually told them you're my boyfriend. Now they'll spread that around along with the claim that I have kids. I'll lose customers over this. So you're hiding the fact that you have kids? Marcus asked. Is that why you don't let Uno and Dos visit you here? Juliana's eyebrows drew together. Don't judge me. I don't let them come here because this place isn't safe for kids. Things like what just happened happen a lot. But wait, how do you know my kids' names? Juliana asked, her voice rising. Where did you see them? And how can you be sure they're mine? I met them. They look just like me, Juliana. Are they my kids? Marcus asked directly. Juliana froze. Is that why you came here? To ask if you're the father? What for? She snapped. What for? Marcus echoed. Because I don't want to see them begging on the streets. I can provide for them. Are you kidding me, Marcus? Are you belittling the way I've raised them? And for the record, those kids aren't yours. Juliana turned to leave, but Marcus grabbed her arm again. Why do I feel like you're lying to me, Juliana? Something happened that night 8 years ago. The twins are 7 now. It adds up. You're not sure? Juliana replied sharply. We only spent one night together. You don't know if I had other men in my life after you. If that's the case, then tell me who their real father is so I can stop wondering. Juliana smirked. They're not yours, Marcus. Let it go. She reached for the wallet he'd offered earlier to pay the bill, but Marcus pulled her arm and made her fall onto his lap. What are you doing? She whispered angrily. My boss might see us. Marcus grinned mischievously. Good. Maybe he'll fire you from this place. I don't want you working here anymore. Juliana clenched her jaw. What does it matter to you? You don't get to dictate what job I take. I'm not doing anything wrong. I sing and I serve food. Let go of me. Marcus didn't let go. He wrapped his arms around her tighter. I won't until you tell me the truth. I don't care if people see us. We didn't just hug that night. We made children, so I have every right to hold you like this. For God's sake, Marcus, are you crazy? Let me go. We don't have kids. Suddenly, is there a problem here? Juliana and Marcus looked up to see a large man standing before them. Is this guy bothering you, Juliana? The man growled. Juliana quickly stood and shook off Marcus's grip. I saw on the security cam, he's the one who beat up the customers earlier. Do you know this man? He was a classmate from high school. He saw me tonight and overreacted because I was being harassed. He punched the customers, but don't worry. He said he'll pay, Juliana explained. All right, get back to work. We've got a lot of pending orders, her boss grumbled. Yes, boss. I'm really sorry. Juliana started to walk away, but paused when she heard Marcus speak. How much do you pay her? Marcus asked the man. I'll pay it. I need her tonight. We have something important to talk about. Her boss laughed. Important, huh? You mean a one-night stand? Sorry, I don't allow it. She says no to me, and I'm her boss. Why would I let you have her? Marcus's expression hardened. What do you mean by that? I mean, even if you offer all the money in the world, I'd never let her go with anyone else unless I say so. Marcus lunged forward and shoved the man. He stumbled back. Juliana stepped between them. Marcus, stop. Please go home before this gets worse. Marcus had no choice but to leave, but he didn't go far. He waited outside in his car, watching over Juliana until her shift ended to make sure she got home safely. There she is, he said to himself, starting the engine. He followed her discreetly. I wanted to offer you a ride, but I know you'll just get mad and send me away again, he murmured, watching her. His heart broke when he saw the tiny shack where Uno and Dos were waiting. Mom, the twins called out cheerfully. You're still awake. It's already past midnight, Juliana said, worried. We bought something for you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Have you eaten? We got you a cake. It's small, but we bought it ourselves. And this dress, too. We even got some noodles for dinner. Oh, you sweethearts. Thank you so much, Juliana said, hugging and kissing them both. But where did you get the money for all this? We helped the neighbors, and they gave us money. That's how we bought it for you. Let's eat now. Marcus's tears streamed down as he watched from his car. Juliana, why are you enduring all this? In the days that followed, Marcus kept returning to the bar where Juliana worked. Are you seriously not going to stop, Marcus? I'm getting really annoyed with you. This is too much of a disruption, Juliana said angrily. I just want to do my job. Not until you tell me the truth, Juliana. What's stopping you? Why won't you stop hiding things from me? I'll take responsibility. You don't have to keep working. I'll give you and the kids a proper home. Why are you like this? Juliana snapped. You left. You disappeared. And now, after 7 years, you suddenly show up and say things like this. How many times do I have to tell you? They're not your kids? She shouted. Marcus was stunned by Juliana's outburst. He hadn't expected her to yell like that. Is this why you're here? Because it's your dream to sing? He asked softly. If so, I'll help you. Let's go to a record label. Let's record that song you first sang to me. Come on, let's leave this place. You still don't get it, Marcus? Juliana replied, her voice firm. I want to make it on my own. I don't need you. Do you want to succeed or suffer? Marcus countered. You're only making things harder for yourself. I'm right here. Juliana laughed bitterly. Right. You're here. That's funny. You told me that before, Marcus, and the next day you were gone. Do you even know how much that hurt? And now you're back thinking I'll just take you and like nothing happened. Tears rolled down Juliana's cheeks. They were standing behind the bar where Marcus had pulled her aside again. Don't play with me, Marcus. I'm done. I'm tired. This is the last time you'll see me here, because if you come again, I'll be forced to leave, and you'll never find me again. Marcus could only watch as Juliana walked away and returned to her shift. Sir, Marcus, Mon said one day, appearing with an envelope. The test results are in. Marcus took a deep breath before opening the envelope and nearly lost his breath when he read it. Mon, get the car. We're going somewhere, he said firmly. Mon looked confused. What's the result, sir? Marcus looked him in the eye. 99.99%. I'm the father of the twins. So, what now, sir? What about Mom Juliana? Mon asked, but he was cut off by the sound of the door slamming open. Veronica. Marcus stood up, shocked to see the woman. What? Is it wrong to visit my fiancé? Veronica said with a cold smile. I heard you've been making regular visits to a bar, meeting some woman, enjoying your bachelor days before the wedding. Veronica, I already told you there's not going to be a wedding, Marcus said flatly. Oh, really? You're not going to honor your grandfather's dying wish. That wasn't just for you. It was for me, too. I can't bear to ignore his final request. So, we're getting married. Whether you like it or not. Veronica, we both know this isn't love. Who cares about love these days, Marcus? She sneered. You need me for your company? She turned to Mon. And you? Why are you still here? Don't you see we're talking? Mon backed away. I'm sorry, Miss Veronica. Sir, Marcus, I'll step out. No, stay, Mon. Marcus said sharply. What? You're seriously going to let your secretary hear us argue? Veronica asked, scandalized. If you're just here to argue, you can leave, Marcus replied. I have somewhere to be. Oh, so now you're leaving me again? Veronica said, slamming her purse down. You always ignore me. You don't even offer me a drink. One day you'll need me, and I'll be the one turning my back on you. She stormed out. What's the plan now, sir? Mon asked. This will definitely reach Veronica's family. You know what they're capable of. It could affect your company. Are you really sure you want to go through with this? I can't abandon my responsibility, Mon. I've been away from Juliana and our kids for too long. Now that I know the truth, I have to fight for them. There's still so much I need to fix. And one of them is the reason Juliana kept everything from me. You want her back? Yes. Maybe you made her a promise you didn't keep. Maybe that's why she's pushing you away, Mon suggested. It's not easy to forgive when someone walks away like that. Marcus furrowed his brow, trying to remember. He stared into space as a memory suddenly returned. The wedding. I promised I'd marry her after that night we spent together. God, I'm so stupid. I forgot. I had so many problems after Grandpa brought me back. I forgot. I feel terrible. I need to explain everything to her. I need to go. Yes, sir. I'll get the car ready, Mon said. Marcus rushed to Juliana's home, but it was empty. Where did they go? He muttered. Did they really leave? He thought to check the bar even though it was still noon. As expected, only the guard was there. You're early, sir. The bar doesn't open until later, the guard said. I'm just checking if Juliana is here. The singer? She quit last night. Said goodbye to everyone. Said it was her last night here. Marcus's chest tightened. Why? Why did she quit? She said she has kids. She doesn't want them to see her working here. She said if she's going to sing, it'll be somewhere they can come and hear her. That's what I heard. Marcus was impressed but worried. Hey, did you hear what happened to Juliana? Said a woman passing by. Marcus turned to see two women chatting as they headed to the back of the bar. What about her? That she left? No, just now I heard she's at the hospital. What? Why? Marcus exclaimed, rushing over. What happened? The women looked surprised, but one answered. Not her, her kids. The twins got hit by a car. They need blood donors, but the hospital's crowded. No one can attend to them right away. What hospital? Marcus asked urgently. St. Luke's? He didn't waste another second. Juliana, uno, dos, wait for me. Dad's coming. He sped off, praying he'd make it in time. Juliana, uno, dos, hold on. I'm coming. Marcus shouted as he rushed into the hospital. He searched for them until he found the room where Juliana sat beside her bloodied children. Marcus, the kids. Juliana sobbed. Please help me. They need you. I need you. Tears streamed down Marcus's face. He couldn't even ask questions. Juliana had already told him everything he needed to hear. He was their father. The DNA test had confirmed it. And now she had too. He felt something warm grip his heart. I understand. Wait here. I'll talk to the doctors and get them moved to the emergency room, Marcus said. Just as he promised, he met with the doctor, using his influence and wealth to speed up the care the children needed. I'm type AB negative. Take my blood. Use it for the kids, he insisted, lying on the hospital bed as his blood was drawn. Marcus stared at the ceiling, his eyes wet with tears. Let everything be all right. I promise I'll make up for all the time I lost. After the blood draw, Marcus stepped out. Juliana met him in the hallway. How are you? Are you okay? She asked. Marcus smiled. I'm fine. What about you? I'm going crazy with worry, Juliana said. I didn't know what to do. We just stepped out to grab food, and the next thing I knew, they were on the road covered in blood. The driver ran them over and fled. Her lips trembled, her hands shaking. Marcus gently held her hands. Don't worry. We'll find whoever did this. They won't get away with it. He brushed back her hair and kissed her forehead. I'm going crazy, too, Juliana. I'm scared, but at the same time, I'm happy because now I know the truth. Uno and dos, they're mine. They're our children, and I'm terrified, but also overwhelmed with joy. Juliana bit her lip. I didn't have a choice. I never meant to hide this from you. If this hadn't happened, I still wouldn't have told you because you left me. Why would I let someone back into our lives who abandoned us? You know why I left, Juliana? After that night, your whole world changed, and so did mine. My grandfather found me, took me away. I had to move forward with life. But now that I'm back, please let me fix things. I want to give our children a better life. And you, too. I want to marry you. Sir, Marcus, Mon called out, interrupting the moment. Both Marcus and Juliana turned to him. You're not going to like what I have to tell you. It's about the driver who hit the twins. What? Marcus's brow furrowed. Who was it? It was Veronica, Mon said gravely. She hit your kids. CCTV footage showed her car's plate. It was her. She even ran off and left them there. Juliana's eyes widened. Who's Veronica? Marcus and Mon exchanged glances. Juliana, I'll explain everything later, but right now I need to go. Call me if they wake up or if you need anything. Wait, you're leaving me here? Juliana asked. Marcus turned back and smiled. Don't worry. This is the last time I'll leave. Just for a bit. After this, I won't ever leave your side again. He kissed her forehead and turned to Mon. Let's go. We need to get back. Fueled with rage, Marcus drove straight to Veronica's family estate. Veronica, come out. Face me, he shouted at the gate. Sir, Marcus, what's going on? Asked the maid who opened the gate. Where is she? Marcus demanded. She's inside, sir. I'll call her. The maid hurried off. I'm not coming down, Veronica shouted from upstairs, having overheard. Marcus raised his voice. You won't get away with this, Veronica. Come down and face me. What's going on here? Veronica's parents asked, entering the room. Her grandparents followed, having heard the commotion. Your wonderful daughter almost killed my children, Marcus said. She ran them over and left them to die. If I hadn't found out in time, I might have lost them. Children? Veronica's mother snapped. What do you mean you have kids? Is this some excuse to call off the wedding? Are you rebelling against your grandfather's wishes? I've always been against this marriage, and now I have even more reason not to go through with it. Bring your daughter out. If you don't, I'll have her arrested. You're going to have me arrested? Veronica scoffed as she stepped out onto the stairs. You hate me that much? I do, and you deserve it. You left my children to die. You threatened their lives. You've gone too far. You think I care? Veronica screamed. Those kids were in the way. You think they'll be the only ones to suffer if this wedding doesn't happen? Juliana will too. I'll make sure of it. You've lost it, Marcus said, eyes narrowing. If I can't have you, no one can, Veronica yelled, pulling out a gun and firing it into the air. Everyone screamed. Put that down, daughter, her mother cried. Veronica, calm down. Your grandparents are here, her father pleaded. I don't care. I've never felt like this family ever supported me. You always controlled me. And now that I've finally chosen something for myself, you're all turning your backs on me. Fine. You want a wedding, right? Then let's do it, Marcus shouted, stepping forward. I'll marry you. Just put the gun down. Everyone gasped. Mon looked at Marcus in disbelief. What? Veronica's eyes lit up. You mean it? Yes, I'll marry you, Marcus said with clenched fists. But only to make sure you get the treatment you need. You need to be committed. You're unstable, and I won't let you harm my family again. You're really going through with this? Mon asked as they stepped outside. You heard what happened. She needs help. A hospital, a place that can restrain her before she hurts anyone else. But what about Juliana and your kids? She won't stop, sir. She'll keep coming after them. That's why I have to do this to protect them until I can execute my plan. I hope Juliana understands, sir. She won't. Not unless I explain it to her, and I can't do that yet. She's probably at the hospital right now, waiting. She hasn't called? Mon asked. Marcus checked his phone, which he'd left in the car earlier. She called several times. I'm sure the kids are awake. Mon, I need you to go in my place. I can't face them yet. I can't explain this without hurting them. I understand, sir, but they'll be sad. Especially Miss Juliana. Don't tell them the truth yet. Just take care of them for now. Get them a proper home, food, clothes. Use my card. Yes, sir. Right away. Mon stepped out of the car while Marcus stayed behind for a few minutes, deep in thought. God, please let this plan work, he murmured to himself. Juliana paced restlessly in her children's hospital room. "Mom, you're making us dizzy," Doss said. "Yeah, you keep looking out the window and walking back and forth." "Are you waiting for someone?" Uno added. Juliana paused, then sighed. "Yes, I'm waiting for him. He said he'd come back." Uno frowned. "Who, Mom?" Juliana hesitated. "Your dad? You saw him? You saw our dad?" Uno asked. Juliana nodded. "And I know you've seen him, too. He was here earlier. He was the one who gave blood to save you both. He wants to be with you. I can't wait to see him, Mom. I feel like crying. You always told us we didn't have a dad because he left us, but now that you say he came back for us, I just can't hold back my tears," Uno said. Juliana hesitated again. "Aren't you angry at your dad for leaving us before?" "No, Mom. We'd only be angry if he left us again. I don't want to see you suffer anymore. If we have a dad, then I want us to be together always, especially you, Mom. So someone can make you smile like you make us smile. You take care of us. You love us." "I love you too, my children," Juliana replied softly. "But Mom, it's still different when a family is whole," Uno added. "Like our friends, sometimes we get jealous when we see them with their dads, and we have no one." "You don't have to worry anymore," Juliana assured them. "He promised he won't leave us again. From now on, he'll be with us always. And everything you wish for, he'll give it to you because he said he wants to make it all up to us. We don't need anything else, Mom. Just being with him is enough." The three of them turned when they heard a knock at the door. Juliana quickly opened it, but her smile faded when she saw it wasn't Marcus. "Miss Juliana, I'm sorry, Sir Marcus couldn't make it. He had something urgent to attend to. But don't worry, he left you in my care. I've already paid the hospital bills. If the kids are ready to go home, they can move into the house he prepared," Mon explained, looking uneasy. "What? Why didn't Marcus come himself? Don't tell me he has something more important than this." The kids were so excited to see him again. "Look," Juliana trailed off, seeing the kids' faces drop. "He just didn't want to hurt them by making promises he couldn't keep. I'm really sorry, Miss Juliana. You can call him, though." "I already did. He hasn't answered once. I wasted my prepaid credits trying. Maybe try again some other day. Here's the deed to the house he bought for you. It's already furnished with food, clothes, and essentials. You can move in any time. And here's a card and some cash for your needs," Mon said, handing everything over. Juliana furrowed her brow. "What is this, a bribe? Why does it feel like he's giving us all this just to keep us quiet? What's the real reason? Is he coming back or not? And why do I feel like you're hiding something from me?" "I'm sorry, Miss Juliana, but only Sir Marcus can explain everything. For now, just take care of the kids and wait. If you need anything, here's my number," Mon replied, bowing slightly. "So, I'm supposed to wait again? Is he making a fool out of me? He left us for 8 years, and now he wants us to wait again with no certainty of his return? This is infuriating. Why can't he just say it to my face? If he doesn't want us, if he doesn't want his children, just say it so we can stop hoping." Juliana's voice broke. She covered her face, trying not to cry. But the weight of it all was too much. Time passed. The day of Marcus and Veronica's wedding arrived. Everyone was smiling except Marcus. The ceremony began. The music played as Veronica walked down the aisle in her bridal gown. "Take care of our daughter," Veronica's father said, handing her to Marcus. Marcus merely nodded, taking her hand. The priest began, "Veronica, do you take Marcus to be your lawful husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, as long as you both shall live?" "Yes," Veronica answered gleefully. "And Marcus, do you take Veronica to be your lawful wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, as long as you both shall live?" Marcus clenched his jaw, his eyes meeting Veronica's, then scanning the crowd. Well, Veronica whispered, they're waiting for your answer. Marcus shook his head, took her hands, and said, I can't marry someone who almost killed my children. The church doors burst open. Miss Veronica Caranjo, you are under arrest for hit and run. We have evidence, including threats to commit bodily harm. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court, an officer said, showing the warrant. What's going on with my granddaughter? Veronica's grandmother asked as chaos broke out among the guests. Miss Veronica, please come with us to the station. You can explain everything there, one of the officers said, approaching her with handcuffs. No, this isn't true. It's a lie, Veronica screamed. Marcus, what are you doing? You ruined my life on our wedding day. How could you? This is how you repay me. I'm doing what's right. You tried to kill my children. I can't let that go, Marcus said coldly. I hate you, Veronica screamed as the officers dragged her away. I swear when I get out of prison, I'll come for you. I'll make you pay. You haven't seen the last of me. Mom, Dad, bail me out. Don't let them take me, she shouted as she was taken out of the church. Marcus turned to her parents, who were frozen in shock. We'll post her bail, Marcus, Veronica's mother finally said. We understand you're angry. We didn't know what she'd done. We'll make sure she gets the psychiatric treatment she needs. She won't be able to hurt anyone again, her father added. I just have one request, Marcus said calmly. Don't force the marriage again. Just be honest in your business dealings with my company. If you do that, I'll consider us even, and I'll forgive her. They nodded. You have our word. Thank you, Marcus, Veronica's father said. Marcus embraced each of them. In the background, his own parents stood and watched with proud smiles. We're proud of you, son, his mother whispered as they hugged him. When were you going to tell us you had children? His father asked. Why did you keep that from us? Marcus smiled faintly. It's a long story, but I promise I'll explain everything soon. Right now, I have to go. There's someone waiting for me. They've waited long enough. He searched the area for Mon. When he spotted him, he rushed over. What's the news? I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier, sir, Mon said. But they're heading back to Illinois. Marcus froze. What? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Where's my car? Parked outside. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Explain everything on the way. They jumped into the car. Marcus gripped the steering wheel tightly. When are they leaving? Will we still catch them? I don't know, sir, Mon replied. But I overheard the kids saying Juliana planned to go back. She felt like there's no reason to stay anymore. She said they waited long enough. Marcus clenched his teeth and pulled out his